Yes. Carry their flags.
Well, NDC
take
did
mobilization
on social media. It never reflected on the ground. So they followed the mobilization on the social media, and then they put their own into action.
So were they directed to go to the stadium, or they were allowed?
No, so they went to the parliament proper itself, because they had to be refreshed.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying that I saw refreshment, but it was quite a journey.
But this one, they said they were open.
We shouldn't be encouraging these things. Imagine if the other side also showed up with their support.
That would have
the
been
chaos
chaotic.
Would have had on our hands. I mean,
2024. I mean, and we also did have the military issues, the statement and all.
Yeah.
But I thought the letter was self-explanatory.
Yeah.
It's just that some people started to play mischief, wanted to play mischief with it when they said it was actually the speaker's request to bring the military to parliament. But then there was for a specific reason. K9 and bomb sweeps in the morning, and that's what they were there for. And because the minority had equally the NDC group had the NDC group had equally said that they had picked detail that the military was good. Everybody was at the lookout because even when I saw the military, I was concerned. Until I was concerned, I was like, you parliament, you the same people, you are undermining the democracy you seek to protect. And so when I saw the letter, initially when you see the letter, you will be alarmed. Like, really? Until you read it and you get the content and you realize they were there for a specific reason. And I recall when we were on air, somebody sent you a message indicating that it was a routine thing.
But I would have wished that we dealt with it differently. Unless we don't have any unit within the police service.
That's the point I want to make. Whether the military is the only institution that has that capacity.
It's the symbolism and it's the messaging you send it. You are yet to recover from. And I think I engaged the MP for your MP, Ketu South.
But he voted
I vote at Ketu South.
You don't vote there.
I vote there.
You voted at Shaima.
I don't vote there. I used to vote at Tema Central. Now that's where I vote. That's my constituency.
Yeah, so what's your problem?
Well, what's your problem?
Ashok Safe.
Shaima.
Why are you voting for him?
I vote in my hometown.
Yeah.
No, his MP is Nogbe.
I hear you.
My MP is not even Nogbe.
My
MP is 30.
The one who replaced
Afotabo. That's Gonkatamanso.
That's where you go.
No, that's where I live, but I vote at Ketu South.
You never if you had to leave Accra.
I've forgotten every election we send him.
Don't mind this guy. The last time was in Pram. Why didn't you go to the voter?
I did special voting. I didn't voting.
You are lying. That last year we couldn't get special voting.
You couldn't. I did.
Exactly. I say you couldn't. Exactly.
I did.
Liar boy.
Anyway,
good morning, Honorable.
Yes. The Fagobansi then mentioned that she's still traumatized by what happened on that fateful morning when the military entered the inner chamber of Parliament. So for Parliament, for whatever reason, like I said, unless there is no any other unit within the Ghana Police Service that could have done this job, I think we would have done without the military.
Yeah.
And especially when the military attaché to the speaker was withdrawn unceremoniously.
It's okay.
Like you're right. I feel that the police could have done it.
Because of how the unceremoniously took the you don't grant them that kind of Anyway, other stories here. Springfield starts Afina Well appraisal. UG Business School lifts Business Sense Challenge Trophy. And the back page, let's see what it's talking about. The back page, more biomedical engineers needed to improve patient care. You know, the first time I heard about biomedical engineering, it was when I was in uni. That was the first time I heard about it. Because I had someone on the floor, a floor mate. Who was doing biomedical engineering. I was wondering, like, biomedical engineering? It's like, I was like, okay, I never heard about it. So it's a big deal. Yes, it's a big deal, especially when it comes to medicine and everything. So biomedical engineering. The person did that at the University of Ghana, but eventually
so many courses that people are not.
The country. All right. Other stories here. Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saint strengthens Wusuta Health Center. This one, Francis Aban. Good morning.
Good morning.
He facilitated it.
Yes. It's a good one.
Why are you laughing?
Today I'm excited. It's our day.
Yeah. Yes.
Masa.
With the golden touch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Today we've gone. Today is a Galamsey version of
the birthday celebration.
Yeah, Sikakoko.
Sikakoko.
You can see the gold.
On the blinks and then the red.
What do you see? Every blinks.
Oh, I don't see your earring.
The necklace.
The
They are not
necklace.
okay. The two of you.
With your golden attire.
Oh, guys. And then the cutest. You guys call it cutest, right? Oh,
it's
God.
skin test.
That's a good one. That's a look at it.
Q-Tex is a brand.
Okay.
It's nail polish.
My dear, I've never applied some before.
Leave them.
So how will I do? Anyway, Guardian Times this morning. Stalemate in Parliament. Speaker adjourns certain Sine Die.
What's the pronunciation of that word?
I'm tired of that thing.
Some will say Sine Die.
Some will say Sinidine.
No, Sine Die.
You.
It's Latin, so it cannot be die. Well, if they die, how
It's
they
a sign
retain?
dine.
Sign dine.
Yeah.
Sinidie.
Sine Die. Sine Die. You pronounce it as it is. Sine
Sign
Die.
dine.
Shall we should go with our indefinitely now like that?
Sine Die. You see, now you should know better. You see, sometimes when you pull out the Latin thing, there's some special effect. It's like, so if you are doing law, you are adding special effects. Latino.
It's true. It means anytime I hear,
yes, it was.
There's Chumesi
up here. Ouch,
it always comes to
was
mind.
vibrant member of parliament like that. There was some good, yes, you go.
It was Diamond. His was Diamond. Some Diamond deal be that.
Yeah.
Well, that guy could have
anyway.
that ended his political career.
Yeah, that's it. I wonder where he is. Charlie. Solid argument.
It was the sole ranger. I mean, when the NDC went into opposition in 2001.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then one controversy.
Yeah.
Silenced him forever.
Never came back. It happens. Cite lack of quorum, exigencies of state of affairs in Parliament. And I will trigger a recall of Parliament after you marking hint. And then...
You know what? I was speaking to a friend of mine. The person was asking me how things unfolded in Parliament. Was it an anticlimax like people had predicted? And I said, oh, well, partially.
Yeah.
It appears as though the speaker chose the high road.
Yeah.
I said, if it were here.
It's the lowest of the road that should do.
There are moments where
I
believe me. No such thing.
What is high road? Sometimes
yes.
we all
so
go there.
Like what is high road for Musa? I know how Musa will like it's a general term that
in Ghana, whenever there's a verdict and the two sides, they don't know whether to jubilate or not. They realize that it's a good verdict.
Yeah.
But even for the NDC side, they didn't know what they meant.
But
they were matching.
They
were matching.
No, I mean, but their supporters were waiting to see.
No, in fact, their reaction was that you're same. You're same.
Look, the truth is, we all know that every government, your last days, there are certain deals you want to push through Parliament.
Yeah.
So once Parliament is on recess, it only benefits.
No, I
that goes without saying.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway, GAFTRAM unveils green gold agenda set to generate over $5 billion annually. For Ghana, it comes with a picture of Professor Samuel Ato
Green gold.
Duncan. Yes, herbal medicine.
Oh, Jesus.
Herbal medicine.
So they were going to mine environmental.
And all of a sudden,
do you know Abu? Yes.
You know, when I was little, my grandmother used to take that medicine.
No, it's Akubam that.
Now that I'm older,
you understand why.
And now I realize that my grandmother was abusing the drug. Cost more time. Because it's some yellow capsules.
Yes.
And then they scoop it into the small white envelope. I now realize that it was an abuse that she was doing.
Yes, and you should. I think the branding was top notch. You see, if you see the packaging,
was it a painkiller?
It was a painkiller,
and
so
there was indeed an abbrewa.
They have mobility issues.
So it's not necessarily an abuse. I think that she was
in pain.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't understand what it was. For me, I thought it was
service.
So I'm sure those times when it aches, then she would have to take something. Maybe not necessarily an abuse. Maybe she had become reliant on it. Was what was giving her relief.
Exactly. Because of course, rheumatism and what have you. See, aging is the most difficult thing you can ever endure. And they packaged it very well. There was indeed an Abrewa who had a wrapper, like a cloth tie.
She kicks the
ball in a Wellington boot. Who kicks the ball with a Wellington boot? But that was how they did. So all the old men and women realized that it was their go-to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's planting. Anyway, so that's the green gold.
I miss my.
So that's the green gold. Then.
Yes, we miss her on your behalf. We all had grandmothers that we miss, right? Yeah, it's like that. Life happens. Anyway,
instead of you to console me,
I have done that.
Just dry like that.
Oh no, I said, we miss her on your behalf. We all had grandmothers. Life happens. Right. But I didn't have that. Can we move on?
To reflect when we are dishing out the food, whatever you say here will reflect.
That's the point.
So you may get a smaller portion.
That's
based on
the things you say. Agenda to make you happy.
Me, I've been smiling. Anytime she looks at me, I smile.
Anyway, back page of the Ghanaian Times. 150 MDA workers, CSOs trained on RTI Act, and 50% of Ghanaians suffer refractive errors.
Yesterday,
that was a story too. Yesterday. Yeah. So that's it for the Ghanaian Times.
All right. Daily Guide newspaper. Ghana Armed Forces refute military interference claim. Details on page 6. Also, Bawumia Adaklu chief signed fresh deal. 4 MPs. Bruhaha. Bagbin suspends parliament and court frees 7 protesters. Details on page 6. Senate pays 3.7 billion cedis to pensioners. Back page of the Daily Guide newspaper. Forest owner banned for spitting. Also, beach soccer boss optimistic despite AFCON fiasco, and Nema returns after a year, and Kudus lost his head. Yeah. These are the details in the Daily Guide.
And his rasta.
How do people come up with clapbacks on social media? See, I've seen something Franklin Kujo put up there. I don't know whether it's a clapback or it's a compliment to the comment. He says, Papa, the man who decoded the president's dream for a cathedral now says he's done with this lot in Ghana. He invokes the spirit of fire and brimstone upon all who have made life hell for you and me. Papa has since left the board of the cathedral after realizing it was based on a drunken dream. Then somebody comes to comment and says, he can't just think far. How Abu tricked him to become Abu Trika. How do people come up with these clapbacks? Like, Charlie,
Abu Trika. And then here he's talking about Archbishop Duncan Williams, right? I'm told he's offering another prayer. You know, he actually once prayed for the city.
I know that's where I know. You see, everything you are doing, you are just setting the to get there.
And you see, so the people cry that. You know, they told
like this cathedral thing.
And that is why I was upset the last time when Madam Joyce Ayi was saying that why should they stop paying them because the project has halted. I'm like, but you should be embarrassed. There should be some level of shame.
Have you seen their souvenirs before?
Oh.
Have you seen their souvenirs before?
No.
The cathedral souvenir, right?
Yeah, they have some nice wooden pen bright shape.
On the cathedral has been built. No, like that one has been built. You see the cathedral there.
When they say castles in the air, this is a living example of a castle in the air.
Even those who came up with that expression will be shocked.
They didn't know that there will come a day where it will come.
Literally, there will be castle in there. But I just hope that posterity will be kind to them. I mean, those who supported this cathedral thing.
Even till this day and age, you have people shamelessly defending it. I'm like, hey, how do you sleep? Well, the Herald
They lie on their beds.
Well, yeah.
That's a good one.
Clearly. The Herald newspaper, front page, ex-health minister's 2024 re-election dogged by multi-million-dollar COVID-19 scandals. His wealth and properties questioned. And notorious Anodompre goes thoughtless again. Buses supporters into volatile parliament situation. But Anodompre he's made some either questionable comments and some questionable actions.
Yeah.
He needs to do better. He's a whip. Highlights of NDC and NPP manifestos on infrastructure. Okay, so you want to know what both parties are talking about in relation to that. That is on page 2 and 10. Also, how ECG shortchanged energy sector and collapsed cash mechanism. Ex-PRC board member. And we develop Volta region better than NDC, says Bawumia on regional tour. In fact, Volta region has fallen for Bawumia.
Yeah, he made that comment on the platform yesterday. I couldn't help laughing.
We
flip Volta region.
Flip Volta region.
Hey! And then NDC say, we'll flip Ashanti region. No, NDC will say Bantama has fallen.
Bantama has fallen. And they have flipped Volta region, the whole of the Volta.
They said pictures say Bantama Bonsem Jemisi.
Yes. Bantama Ponye.
Politicians.
So the Volta region has fallen.
Yes.
Yeah.
We develop Volta region better than the NDC. That's according to Dr. Mahmoud Baumia on his regional tour, the Volta regional tour, and he's been warmly welcomed by the people of
Yes, especially the crowd from Akachinov.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he was gosmark.
Yeah. So it's about to go down. YEA partners with police and Ghana Health Service for youth recruitment. Okay, all right. So I think they've opened applications. If you are interested, you follow the procedure and then get yourself enrolled. I'm done.
Daily Post this morning. We won't meet NPP with Bibles whilst they use guns. Hanabisi warns. That's a new one.
She has an acid tank.
Yeah, that's a new one.
Hanabisu. No.
That's a new one. Usually, you don't meet them with stones because they have guns. But now, you see, they won't take the Bible there. Like, they won't meet them with Bibles. If you have guns, their option will not be Bible. Maybe encyclopedia.
that we have knowledge. That's why you deal with such a situation. Because
anyway, Ghanaians hail hero Bagman.
That's hero.
Following suspension of parliament. Yes, that's killer. That's killer.
What paper is that?
Daily Post. But NDC actually issued a statement yesterday.
Yeah.
They said
for the first time in a long while. NDC issued a statement commending Bagman.
He said he displayed maturity.
Yes.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Mahama pledges to fix Pune Katamansu roads.
Yes, that's my constituency.
Yes.
Yep. So the roads are terrible.
Oh.
For a place that is close to Ashaiman and East Legon Hills, you can't be in the middle of these places.
You see,
our roads are terrible.
All you guys needed to do was to mobilize and show up in your numbers when the vice president was there. Your constituency could have been flipped, and then you get all the roads and what have you. Next time when it's returning, do the needful.
Okay, I won't come to work. I'll mobilize.
Exactly. That day, just put in a request. I'll grant that.
All right.
Anyway, so Dortmund to.
How can you score 2-0 half time and come back and concede 5? Like, what is that?
Who does that?
Hey, calm down.
No, his investors were very worried yesterday.
Hey, what is it?
But for those investors who had confidence in the Madrid team, they will cash out.
You people, I was just hoping you will not mention football around this guy.
The investors are concerned
because
yesterday they lost out.
Yes, some of them cashed out.
Yes, that was the only concern. Not that they are surprised about
No. Some were supposed to cash out and they didn't because of the scoreline. Like, I mean, if you supported Dortmund, you would have thought that 2 goals.
Let me just cash out. They didn't, and some were also supposed to say that cut your losses, right? Madrid is losing, so if they give you something, just take it.
Yeah.
Some of them took it. Others said no, and those who said no, smile to the bank.
So when did you become a betting analyst?
For someone,
who did you engage? Did you do a box?
Me.
Yes.
All I needed to do was find out from how McKinsey Orchard was feeling. Okay, the previous McKinsey Orchard, not the current.
He's still the
McKinsey
Orchard. When it comes to that,
a few others who are in my circle. You know, I don't bet. I don't. Right? But trust me, I know the ins and outs of it. Courtesy some people.
Once Michael, Benghazi, and Co start speaking,
you grab.
They are lead investors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah. And because sometimes some of the cases go to court, Mutala is also an expert.
And also because there are talks about repealing the betting tax, sometimes they also fall on ID.
Exactly.
You see the frustration on the faces of these people who come to make their point that, Charlie, you need to cash out.
Yes.
Because yesterday when I was on my way home, so on one of the on the stretch leading to my house, there is one of those betting centers there.
Yeah.
The crowds that was there, I was wondering
what's happening?
What's going on? And I remember that there's Champions League, but I didn't even know which game in particular it was. But I was in the house when I heard people roar go, and I was like, hey, it doesn't mean that much. And I was like, I better stay cool. The way this boy have shouted go in there, it's either, what they're expecting is coming to pass. Well, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
All right, the Informer newspaper that I have, their tagline is nothing but the truth. No one will survive chaos. Security Dawn warns MPs. And scaffold over vacant seats pushes Parliament Synodine. That's how I pronounce it. I'm tired. I'm tired with you lawyers. And majority walked out to preserve Ghana's peace. Is that what they did? Bagbin betrayed me, Afenyo Markin. Also, Volta chief hail Baumia for dissent campaign. And no one will survive chaos. Okay, I've brought you that already. Yeah. In this issue, that's a long piece. Alan Boy insults Ashantis for supporting Baumia, describes them in quotation marks as that is uncharitable. I'll shelve it. You can grab a copy of the Informer newspaper for the detail.
All right. The New Crusading Guide newspaper is what I have here next. Front page, standoff in Parliament. Majority choose peace over NDC chaos. Afenyo Markin leads MPP out of minority tension as Speaker adjourns House indefinitely.
I beg you, I want to say something. So, for another prayer, what was it with Afenyo's seat?
He was protecting it.
So he came early to just protect the
leader seat. That's how what's the name? That's how you lead. You lead by lifting others up.
But he forgot that the others can just walk there and push.
And then eventually that was what. So eventually he became the only one leading the.
And what happened to his people? He couldn't tell them to come early because you see, even though he was there early,
the
NDC guys were like 30 or 40 surrounding him.
Yes, that's true. Anyway. But the leader had indicated that if that was to happen, they were going to walk out.
I suppose perhaps that's what informed their approach.
Then maybe he shouldn't have gone there early.
All right.
Anyway,
other stories here: judiciary ready to swiftly deal with election-related cases, and GAF. Ghana Armed Forces rebuffs claims of deploying military to interfere with parliamentary proceedings. Also on the front page, Alan has agricultural revolution plan for northern Ghana. Alhaji Boniface Sadiq says, and then they say, come for your passports. Ministry of Foreign Affairs to... So you put why? You will be stressing the ministry and the passport office that when you apply, people are doing this and go boys and da. Now your passports are ready. You are not going for them. Like, what's the problem?
Yeah, the thing is, the minister herself mentioned that passport is not a right. If you are not traveling, don't come for passport. And so apparently these guys had applied before she made that comment. They didn't realize that they have nowhere to go. Okay. So let's leave.
Let me let the state keep it for me. But please go for it.
For safety.
Please go for it.
We beg you. Please go for your
passport.
Okay.
You know that when you are in need of something and you try immediately and you didn't get it.
Yeah.
And finally, you manage to even get that thing without it. Then you just have to.
Yeah. So, like, in fact, their own way of punishing the system.
They also needed their passport to travel. Some of them might have already traveled already.
No, that's true.
They don't even
That's very true. Some of them have gotten passport through some one way or the other. You know, in this country, you can actually get your passport within 1 hour.
But now that it is biometric, I doubt if you can have.
Yeah, for biometric, you can't have to.
Unless they use the unapproved routes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, unless that.
All right. I'm done with the New Crusading Guide newspaper.
Okay, so Daily Post.
You have read that already.
We have read that already. So let me give you the chronicle.
Okay.
Bagbin requested for bomb detectors from Army to sweep chamber before yesterday's sitting. And sweep is in single quote. So they sweep for bombs. Yeah. Because we are there as a country where people can actually throw bombs. So, yeah. It needed. Green Gold agenda to rake in $5 billion annually.
That's the one we are going to use to tell people that they can't grow tall with it.
Yeah. We won't follow minorities patapa. Afenyo Markin.
Hey, God.
Patapizi.
Yes.
And what else?
Quotation for this morning. Isaiah 3:11.
Amen.
Woe to the wicked. Wicked. Woe to the wicked. It will go badly with him. For what he deserves will be done to him. Yeah. So that's the quotation. I think it's in line with many other things, including Archbishop Duncan Williams' prayer.
You've been mentioning this prayer. What is it about?
No. The prayer is about people who have looted, people
At
who
this
have
point,
done
I think
this,
that
who have done that.
Our
We'll find the
listeners
prayer.
are also curious.
Yeah,
we'll
but-
definitely
We'll find
bring
the prayer, and they will bring it to you.
The final newspaper I have is a Daily Searchlight newspaper. Hey, Daily Searchlight, when will you give me a clear way? Anyway, no parliament until further notice. That's the banner headline.
A good way of capturing it.
GJEC calls for application for media accreditation to cover 2024 general elections, and we can trust Alan for industrialization in the north. Alhaji Boniface Sadiq is making this claim. These are the stories I can see. Last one here: firewood and charcoal, the silent killer in our kitchens, according to Reverend Miracle. Details on page 9 of the Searchlight newspaper.
People actually use coal pot in the kitchen.
Some do.
Yeah.
Or it depends on the kind of kitchen. If it's village kitchen, yeah, I get it.
Like-
But like in Accra here, you are in your kitchen, your landlord is looking at you where you are burning, the smoke is coming out.
But if you are old,
Okay, so a good charcoal doesn't even emit smoke, right?
Every charcoal will like.
unless it is there are
some woods.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. There are some types where they have treated them.
Okay.
Oh,
I've forgotten the name. Is it activated charcoal? Activated charcoal is the one for the teeth. One of them.
Yeah, I'm talking about activator. You remember activator? Activator.
Yeah, you know how I was calling it. I think but what happened to Jerry?
Yeah, that's the point. You needed an activator to have Jerry.
And that's how come I knew
You
about
needed activator to have
activator.
Jerry.
Just I was calling it something else.
Yeah.
Well done.
Interesting.
Okay. Anything else? You're done with your paper?
No,
Okay.
I think insight.
Yeah.
This
Insight.
Daily
give
Dispatch.
us,
Kindly open starfm.com so you take us through. The Daily Dispatch newspaper. NPP is committed to ensuring peaceful elections. Now put to the Christian Council. Over 78,000 Ghanaian passports ready for collection. Hey, Ghanaians, please.
Go for it.
78,000?
Yeah.
I mean, please. Remember that
Hey, we won't travel
this
again.
passport is even heavily subsidized.
Yeah.
So please, the state cannot spend this much amount of money on your passports and then you fail to pick them up. Please, we
Go and
beg
pick them
you.
up.
Through this medium, we are urging all of you who have applied for your passports. The passports are ready. Kindly go and collect them. All right? Okay? Good. Green Gold agenda to generate over $5 billion US dollars annually for Ghana. That's according to Professor Duncan. And we are ready to deal swiftly with all election-related cases. Judicial Service says. I'm done with the Daily Dispatch newspaper. Ibra.
Okay, the final one I have is the insight. Yeah. Brouhaha over declaration of vacant seats. The Speaker dribbles feuding MPs. And being a leader in this country, Ghana's 8th parliament, trick or treat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. From Ernesto Che Guevara to Yahya Sinwar, the resistance continues. Yeah. Alhaji Boniface leads Alan's campaign in northern Ghana. So the Alan's campaign is like to each his or her own. So Alan will pitch camp in Ashanti region. Boniface has been dispatched to go to the northern region and then speak to his kinsmen and women. Oh, okay. No problem. Where should we send you?
Me.
No. Now it's in yellow, gold. Where should we send now?
Well, not the Greater Accra now, but this election, Greater Accra.
The Greater Accra, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yes, important.
But why is this guy here?
Yeah, he's here to support.
Support.
He actually, in fact, Speaker actually consulted him. You know, you guys know that.
Don't you
right?
know?
Yeah.
You don't know?
No, he said
You don't know I
he
was
said
consulted.
he said
And what are you to the speaker?
Oh, I'm his right hand man.
Eh? Middle man.
starfm.com.gh. Beach soccer AFCON. No incentives or per diem for Black Sharks. That's their name, just as we have Black Stars for the men soccer team. NPs contesting as independent political. NPs contesting as independent political parties should respect their constitution. And also, we applaud you for working in the interest of Parliament, Ghana to Bagbin. So who spoke on our behalf? Supreme Court committed a procedural error, according to Dr. Tony Adu. Indefinite adjournment will help. Indefinite adjournment will help.
Ajana 1, Ajana 2.
Ajana 1, Ajana 2. Indefinite adjournment will help actors deal with differences. I think these are the lead stories.
All right.
All right. City Newsroom. City Newsroom. I don't even know what I should do with it. Please, I don't like that. City Newsroom. page. Hey, very front page. I'll tackle youth employment in digital economy. That's according to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. We are working to release withheld BEC results. That's according to WAEC.
You know what WAEC did?
What did
and
they
I
do?
think we should spend time.
They said pending.
We should spend time.
This is some people.
They are not done marking. In fact, I know somebody who visited a friend who is an examiner. Their friend is still marking papers. So what they did, because an announcement has been made that 30th one academic year ends. Next, this country.
Teachers Association, and they raise similar concerns, and they say that look, we should be able to give a definite date for these things, because parents will need to prepare.
But you see, the point is that we were never like this.
Exactly.
I don't know, because you see, and for me that is where the problem is, especially when you have a so-called educationist leading the ministry. You don't do that to the children. In the past, like sometimes we overly tweak, and in the end, it's the children that are suffering. And because they don't have the awards in this system, they really do not appreciate it. In the past, you could predict.
Yeah.
It was very predictable when school reopens.
You know, from this period, new students, freshers will be anyway.
So the PTA association was Felicity that you spoke?
No, we spoke to somebody else.
Okay, so Felicity, you know, she's a meteorologist.
Yeah.
You know, they said the weather is
on strike.
The weather. So I'm sorry, they said this today. We don't have the weather update. The weather is on strike.
Look,
but I'm surprised they were able to go on strike, because the Ghana
they are budget that he was going to fire them.
The leaders who threatened to fire his people.
Said that one that it felt. They felt that
that was political.
It was political. That's why he acted in number strike or no political or otherwise.
Yeah.
Strike is a strike, really.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, what was the production like? Did they know that?
Oh no! In fact,
or it was deliberate.
This DBC, half of DBC staff are equally on strike.
And I'm saying that.
So it was planned. No! It was planned.
They do about the strike.
Yeah. They
what was the last time? Now, what was the last time you spoke? Have you ever even spoken to somebody about this particular strike?
But we'll do it today anyway. But not because Felicity said the weather is on strike.
Why are you shaking your head?
But the point is that the point is that the strike is actually biting. It's biting. No, it's actually biting.
It should bite. We are doing.
And it's all
So now what will organized labor do?
Part of organized labor is on strike, including Public Services Workers Union.
So two unions, actually, two strong unions. I mean, UTAG is still on strike.
Yeah.
Public sector workers union. So it's left with what?
So now GMA will never go on strike.
Yeah.
For now, we know that no matter what GMA will,
can never go on
if they
strike.
go, we won't do the story for them. That one they will have sent them that message.
If they don't know, they come to us and they say that they want to go on strike.
We won't allow them.
Why are you threatening?
No, we are not threatening them. We are not threatening them.
We now, if we get a strike, some will go. But
people has left the chat.
Communication Service Workers Union. Anyway.
So, other stories here. NDC hails Bagbain's leadership after indefinite adjournment of Parliament. Election 2024 presidency turned into a business center. Hassan Ayaraga. Contesting 2024 as independent must not lead to vacated parliamentary seats. AG dear. One controversy can say and hear his voice. NDC MPs prepared to return to Parliament if Speaker issues recall. That's according to Ayaraga. And Speaker requested military deployment Ghana Armed Forces. Majority leader to trigger recall. City is saying that it's majority leader.
No, but it's all about how you want to caption it.
That's all. But I'm just making.
Yeah.
It's a semi-intra.
Yeah. So
Cynthia Morrison.
This the version of the Supreme Court. There's another version of the speaker.
Of the speaker.
Yeah.
So
the legislature's
version.
The legislature's
Majority.
And then the
judiciary's
majority. Yeah.
Okay. So then, depending on which lenses you're looking at it from, or you just choose to be peaceful.
You can
say
choose not
NDC
to be peaceful.
caucus,
Charlie,
NDP
that's
caucus.
so long, eh?
Yeah, but you can choose not to be peaceful.
You can choose, of course.
Yeah.
Like I said, sometimes forget the high road.
Yeah.
Buga buga.
Yeah.
And then you get the job done.
person and they come at you, be prepared to defend yourself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Some of them do car.
Nobody can come out.
Like if she,
you won't tell me that.
Don't just ask your question. Like,
Coca. Still
Mali,
wait
Coca.
It's okay. Bye. It's okay. Go.
But how will you name something like that. Like, I'm coming. Do you know the genesis of that name?
Kuka, kuka.
I didn't know that it's actually an ointment. Male, male, kuka, kuka.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was just like, blah, blah,
Chaos.
blah.
It's an ointment.
Like coca, like everybody like
No.
everybody shouting, screaming on top of their
Oh, wow.
voice.
And it's resonates with the kids. They sing male, male, kuka, kuka.
Are you sure?
Oh,
I'll check. Well, that'll be it for the newspaper review segment. We'll go for a break. When we return, we will give you a rundown of how things unfolded in Parliament yesterday. Ibrahim Alassan is here. I would bring you some of the reactions he got in Parliament as well, and pick the thoughts of some analysts as well with regard to how things ended yesterday. Was it a fruitful outcome, and what do they expect the parties to do going forward? It's a Morning Star here on Star 103.5 FM.
It was a nutty outcome. There were no fruit, there were nuts.
Let's have breakfast on the Morning Star. This is Star 103.5